Hi guys, it's me Fran, otherwise known as Golartzo. Please like and subscribe if you are new here, and welcome to my instant match reaction. Literally been watching it in my lap on my mobile phone at this Christmas party I'm at. And I'm coming out of watching that match feeling kind of mixed. I've had a few minutes to process it, so it's not quite an instant reaction, and I think that a draw overall kind of reflects the game well. Like, I don't feel that makes us hard done by or them hard done by. I think both teams could probably, from what I saw, be happy with the draw. It's quite a fair reflection of the game. However, I don't think that means that Arsenal didn't have chances that we couldn't have taken. I think both teams, in fact, had quite a few clear-ish cut opportunities that they'll be quite annoyed that they didn't score. There were quite a few individual errors on both sides, and especially Arsenal in terms of our attack, and a few dodgy defensive moments too. So it's a weird one because both teams played really well, but also made quite a few mistakes, and I think a few players will be coming off kind of really kicking themselves, especially over some of the missed opportunities. There were quite a few moments where I was disappointed to see nobody on the end of really good crosses. So in the second half especially, there was a really good cross from Saka, like skimming all the way into their box, across the back post. There was no one there. Martinelli should have been there on that ball. There was another one, I think like a few minutes earlier or later, where exactly the same thing happened. And I was kind of thinking, like, is this not what Havertz was kind of brought in for, to be that kind of poacher, making late runs into the box? And there was just no one there. I was quite disappointed with the way that we took or didn't take our chances in general that match. We had a lot more opportunities than the scoreline would suggest, but it was that final touch, again, letting Arsenal down, the final strike, and it just makes me really think, like, I want a more clinical goal scorer. I know Jesus brings us so much, and Eddie, he's good. Maybe it's a case that we need Jesus and Eddie on the pitch, but either way, there's something not quite right with the amount of chances that we're missing. We need to get better at converting these chances, because we're in really good areas, and you don't get many clear-cut opportunities in a game like that, and it felt like too often we were shanking it up into the crowds or just wide, or there was no one on the end of the final ball. So that's the area that I'm quite disappointed with. However, I thought Liverpool played well. That was kind of one of the most out of control games that Arsenal have had all season. As I've been telling you guys, we've been focusing on keeping possession, slowing the games down, like boring the opposition, a bit like Man City used to play, or still do. Taking control of the game, the possession stats have been up, more passes, more possession, and that match there was just none of that at all. Liverpool did not allow us to settle. We had barely any like prolonged spells of possession, at least for the parts that I mainly saw. Of course, I wasn't able to hear the commentary either. I couldn't even listen to any watch-alongs, so I was just watching it on my lap. So let me summarise. I think a draw is a fair result. I'm disappointed with some of the chances we missed. Bukayo Saka played well. Gabriel Martinelli, not really his best game, not his best season so far. I think it might be a case that he's having to deal with being doubled up and triple marked on, a bit like Saka is, but Martinelli's like a bit slower at adapting to that, because when he's not able to just run into space and have time on the ball, like, he doesn't seem to be as effective. So he needs to keep working on more versatility, different creative things to do. But I thought he did have a few good moments. Trossard, when he came on, I thought looked really good, fantastic. Again, he's getting that reputation of like being an impact sub rather than a starter, which I'm sure is what he would rather be. But at the moment, he's playing much better coming in off the bench. And Nketiah, when he came on, didn't really have much of an impact. I think we miss so much when Jesus isn't on the pitch. Even though Eddie's like by no means awful or anything, missing out on Jesus just is more important to me than like the new qualities that Eddie brings. Our attack really looks so much worse and so much less connected when Jesus is off the pitch. I thought Raya was alright. Just disappointed because I feel that there were definitely a few chances that we should have taken, and it definitely could have been a 2-1 win to Arsenal. Like, no one would be surprised by that. Liverpool wouldn't feel too put out, I don't think, because we did have chances. We were just very not clinical, which has been quite a big problem this season. Defence-wise, Declan Rice, fantastic. I'm really looking forward to watching it again so I can fully work out kind of how I feel about this result. So I need you guys to let me know, do you think it's a point gained or 2 points lost? Me personally, I think it's actually quite a fair result. It was quite a sloppy game. It was more chaotic than I thought it was going to be. Quite open and kind of basketball match-like, which isn't really what I was expecting. I mean, it was probably arrogant of me to think that Arsenal could just go in there and control the game like we have controlled so many games this season. I think Liverpool were better than I thought they would be. The impression I've had is that Liverpool have been like a bit defensively all over the place this season, but also attacking really well. But I don't think I've given them enough credit, actually, and they surprised me with how good they were today. But I think Arsenal, we were sloppy as well. So overall, a draw is a fair result. We're still going to be at the top of the league over Christmas, so suck on that, everyone. But yeah, it would have been nice to get the 3 points. But as I say, we're still top of the league over Christmas. We're not going to defeat the Anfield curse. You know, first time winning there for 12 years. That's what I was hoping for, and I think could have been done today, but due to kind of sloppiness and Liverpool also playing pretty well, I don't want to give them too much credit. This is an Arsenal fan channel, you know, but fair play Liverpool, fair enough. I don't know, not even, I'm disappointed with the chances we missed. That's basically my takeaway. But top of the league over Christmas. It wasn't a loss, but I'm not particularly happy with the draw. I think it could have been 3 points. We had the chances to make it 3 points. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. I know this was a really quick, but I just wanted to give you an instant match reaction. You guys have said that you quite like these, even though I feel like I've got no idea what I'm talking about, especially today because I barely got to see much of the match. But let me know, what did I see, like what you saw in my kind of half able to watch state. Let me know what you thought of the match. 1 point gained or 2 points lost. Thank you so much for watching. So my name's Fran, Golartzo. I mainly do football art and merch, so please do check that out on my website. And then sometimes I like to talk a lot of rubbish about Arsenal Football Club. So if you like art and you like talking about Arsenal and football in general, then please do subscribe. And if I don't see you, then have a super Merry Christmas. Even if you're with family or if you're just on your own watching Christmas telly, look after yourselves, take time for you, and have a really good Christmas. Yeah, I might be able to do a longer reaction and player ratings and stuff soon, but you know how Christmas is, it's so busy. Either way, enjoy your Christmases, and I'll see you soon. Thank you for all the support on the channel, and come on you Gunners, we're top of the league over Christmas. That's the most important thing. See you later, bye!